All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol BNGO, Bionano Genomics. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back, and let's jump into this chart. Before we start moving our resistance and support, I want us to see how this has been rallying and also the type of volume that it's had, right? And if we put the 1 week, I think this is one of the most traded stocks for the week, or almost. It's in the top ones. There we go. It's actually the top traded stock of the week. Now, a lot of the indicators are showing that it's a buy, and if we go down to the technicals here based off of trading view, it shows one of them is a sell and two of them are a buy. The 1 week is showing even stronger buy, and then the 1 month, again, two of them are showing buy, and then the other is showing sell. So that's interesting based off of everything going on here, but this rally has a lot to do with the fact that they gained compliance. They were under $1 for some time, and it ran up naturally up to this point. This is the highest point that we've seen this stock reach, I believe, in the whole year. When you zoom out, you're going back all the way to the beginning of the year, and these numbers were not even reached. We're seeing numbers higher than even the beginning of last year, of January 2020. So year to date, this is the highest that we've seen the stock. And if we go even further, I don't believe this stock has reached these numbers. The rumors of being added to ARK Invest ETF is still, in the limbo. I haven't seen any updates. Now, I did once see someone comment something about Vanguard and so forth, so I did a little bit more research. Vanguard has been holding a position in this since March or April of this year. Well, not this year, actually 2021. Happy New Year's to everyone. But 2020, right? 2 days ago it was 2020, so I would have thought that when I was supposed to make this video. This was obviously the update for the 31st on Thursday ending the week, and I wasn't able to. I apologize for that, but I want to jump into this and get us updated before the week starts coming up, right? The first week of January, and then we have literally 7 days, right, at this point until Neo Day, which is another exciting thing. I'm going to do another video on that. If you want to check that out, I'll put that in the description down below once I upload it. But if you don't see it down below, you can always double check my recent uploads in my profile and go to the YouTube channel and you'll see it there. So here we are with what we were saying, right? I kind of went ahead and rambled on about other things, but I want to update everybody on that information as well. So the whole point is that, last year, this is the highest that it reached. Year to date, this is the highest that it reached, and it finally gained compliance, added to the NASDAQ, and that rumor with ARK Invest, I'm still doing my research and watching. Vanguard had a position last year of almost 100,000 plus. They sold some of it, and then there's no update. So Vanguard might be holding a position or actually making their position larger as we see this run, because this type of run and the amount of shares that are being bought, it's not just individual investors. There's institutional investors involved in this movement, especially this healthy pullback here, and then it ran right back up and it's pulling away from the 50-day moving average. Now, I want every single investor to be aware that we need to watch this carefully moving forward. You want to see closely how this is going to react, because this is getting to a point where the bulls have to break through resistance, and if they don't, there could be a pullback. Now, it could be a healthy one or it could be a pretty strong one. Remember, this was a penny stock. The year ended and there was a lot of speculation and hype, right? This all started literally since the 29th, and the last two trading days of the year, this has ran, and it's kind of just sitting there. So the bulls have some work to do. We're going to zoom on in and see what's important here, and we're going to kind of find like a happy medium, which is what I would use. It's not a literal support level, but I like to look at it as one to kind of dissect the whole entire chart as much as I can, right? You always want to dissect, especially when your support is so close to the 50-day moving average. So the 50-day moving average is 259. As long as we're above it, we're in bullish territory. The moment we're below it, we're in bearish territory. If this breaks through the 50-day moving average, we could end up in bearish territory and hitting newer lows. Our support level here is not too far from it. That's why it's so important to kind of find a middle point, which we're going to talk about in just a moment. And our support level is 273. If that gets broken through, that's a very small window between 273 and 259 to see who is dominating the chart. Are the bulls going to rally back up, or are the bears one step closer to getting to bearish territory, which is below the 50-day moving average, and pulling this one down lower? So very important to see that. Now, before waiting until support to see what's going on in the chart, I would dissect the chart, and this is kind of like a midway point right here, and you can use it. It's optional. I would use it, and that's 329. 329 is a good point to kind of see. If it crosses that, we're getting closer, right? The tug of war is getting closer to bearish territory. If we kind of stay above that, the bulls are fighting on their end. Doesn't mean that they're guaranteed to bring it up, but they're fighting to keep it up, right? So it kind of gives you some type of guidance on where it stands and who is dominating. But you want to keep in mind that all of this is bullish territory, but you still want to dissect it as much as possible to kind of get an overview on what side of the bullish territory you're on and how close are you getting to the 50-day moving average and support, especially when it's this broad. I mean, that's like almost a $2 difference here. I know it's not $2. It's like $1.60, but it's almost $2 here, right? And you want to keep that in mind. You want to keep in mind these numbers, and you want to watch them carefully. Now, the highest point reached in the day is very important, and that's 470. That is truly the number that the bulls want to break through. But before breaking through that, they're going to want to break through this resistance level, which is 429. They're going to want to turn that into a support. And I want to emphasize this. They need to break through 429. Turn it into a support, pull away from it, reach newer highs, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average and continue this upward momentum. So 429 definitely needs to be turned into a support so that the bulls can continue the run, continue to work their way up, and reach new levels of resistance and newer highs. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community, and don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watch this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.